Hello, thanks for tuning in to Simplexity blog. We have some information today, education regarding the commodities and futures business. Now, I feel qualified to speak about that because I am in the industry of commodity and futures. I have also been in the industry as a financial industry as a financial advisor and a stockbroker. That's how I started. Um, the there's a dilemma that's happening in my mind for me personally as I seek to try to gain a reputation, build a business, provide a valuable service to people, help them make money, and reduce their risk in their portfolios. That's what I tried to do with the people that I worked with. The commodities and futures industry has gotten a bad rap for a good reason, okay? It is dreadfully archaic in a sense. If I ask somebody to name a handful of things relating to commodities and futures, invariably, I think, in the top 5 of most people's list is going to be one of the greatest movies, Trading Places. Okay, some of you are too young to know that movie. If you're not, if you're my age, you know what I'm talking about. And this is the personification that you kind of have for commodities and futures trading. And being in the industry, it's kind of appalling. You know, you've got all sorts of, it's like there's greed. I'm going to say I've not seen this necessarily, but I know that there can be dishonesty. There's a huge amount of risk associated with the industry, but yet a lot of people don't talk about the risks necessarily involved in commodities and futures and trading. And trading is that's the key here. Is this industry has been kind of built upon trading. And, sorry, I can't write. And that's okay. I mean, that's a reality. That's fantastic. I mean, many people trade futures and commodities and make large amounts of money, and many people trade futures and commodities and lose large amounts of money, right? But what I see is that the industry, the financial services industry, has done a good job of communicating how they can benefit people. And with futures and commodities, it's more like geared towards, or has traditionally been geared towards, gunslinging, independent-minded traders. And what I think is happening, unfortunately, is that people are not getting the benefit from futures and commodities in their portfolio through asset allocation and diversification that they would be helped with. And so my hope and my hope through this blog and just in my business also is to present futures and commodities to people where it's the right thing to do. It's going to help them reduce their overall risk because that asset allocation is broadened, therefore it brings down the overall risk and fluctuation in a portfolio and increase potentially their returns versus just trying to find or develop, trading a platform for people to trade on or anything. So what's happened is in the whole world of the financial services, your basic financial advisors have been able to get this entire piece of, or this entire pie, and leaving just this sliver for those in the commodities and futures. And what I think we need to do is start building out and taking a little bit more of the pie, because it's the right thing for many people's portfolio. Now, that's not to say there are not risks, because there are. All investing has risk, but futures and commodities investing has a high degree of risk. But I really like working with people that are open-minded to this, and also that have some understanding or qualify for managed futures, because what happens there is you actually have a manager like a mutual fund manager, but that's specifically a expert in commodities and futures, or an area, and they can manage your portfolio, or a part of your portfolio actually, to the best of their abilities. And I think that fits very well into the whole financial services model. A greater amount of diversification and a greater amount of asset allocation, and a little bit less of just risk on trading.